That spear looks endearing, all right. Guess we're on the right track. Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
That's it. Door's open. Get the lock. They've seen us. Now we know why the expedition team abandoned that puzzle. Nothing like a win with a good team. blood and a broken tripwire. Someone got clumsy. Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Rituals, whispers of searing light.
Zorps. Want to sneak or fight? You take lead. One for you! Hold it together, kid. We're nearly there.
You're not my brother. It's all right. I'm sure someone else would give me a hand. I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead? Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Gallowayne's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Not with that. No. Oh, you mean healing him. Sorry, I'm all out of potions. I don't know any healing magic either.
Magic? I had to learn some magic, but only the kind that explodes. I don't want to explode. Please help me. Oh, that's the creepiest sensation I ever felt in my life. Like vines were growing all through me.
If it works, don't question it. And look, your wounds are closing up already.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here? A free expedition corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us. Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, admin, honest. Horse shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. He's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in. Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax. You're not the first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. And that's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. And when we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Eothas, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old. And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Eothas has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
He used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it to him. This place, it's like a trial.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. A statue of Eothas, I think. But I don't know what for. I mean, after what Eothas did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore. He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here. It's a lucky thing you found me then. Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too. So, the kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the Oracle. I say we head after him. Just like the good old days. Didn't realize the head of the Steel Garrote was into antiques. I see someone. Be ready for anything.
Can it be? Come, stand in the light. Let me look at you. It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us, but you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargemis, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space? Then Sargemis spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. I am that same Sargemis. Though it has been some time since a man has knelt before me and begged absolution, as Hamka did. The people do not hold to the gods any longer, and they do not hold to their servants. We live in a time of disbelief. The gods are absent, and have recalled their gifts from the world. Avarice reigns. Acquisition is the faith to which all men bow. But perhaps there is hope. You have read the Book of Verses, and we are here together, if only briefly. In this moment, we are not entirely alone. Indeed. It has been my obsession these last few years, hewn by my own hands from stone in Ardra, and no small degree of melancholy. I suspect it will be my last great labor before this body is returned to the earth, and I am returned to my god. If I am, it is from an affliction that death will not cure. But no, brother. I am only very old. My light is waning. As Eothas' essence leaves the world, I am leaving with him. His essence has kept me alive for centuries, and soon we will enter the longest night. Be welcome, for you have found it. People like you and I once sought this place in moments of spiritual turmoil, when the world and our souls could not find rest. Moments of war, famine, massacres, when those such as us are called upon to speak the gods' wills and to lead. But I have seen not one of us these last 3 years, and it is rare indeed that pilgrims come to pray. Perhaps our meeting now is the work of immortal hands. I pray that it is so. Godlike. Such a meager word for us, who are the gods' eyes and ears and hearts. We are the phenomena through which the gods experience the world. We are as like the gods as a finger is like a man. You and I and our raptured brethren, we are the gods themselves.
That's all very poetic, but it doesn't answer the question. Is this place special to godlikes?
It had been once, when we were legion, but no longer. Our kind came here to find fellowship and understanding, in a world determined to bend us to its purposes. This is a heavy burden you carry, to be beloved of both a god and a god among men. I imagine one cannot help but wonder, did he elevate you for your skills and knowledge, your strengths, your accomplishments, or for what you are? You and I are instruments of a divine will. In choosing you to be his envoy, your emperor ennobles his purpose and tarnishes yours. I am as you are, though I do not care for the word. Eothas the Dawntreader is my lord and patron. If you will forgive me saying so, I am surprised to meet you here. Even before the vanishing of our kind, it had been some years since a child of Galawain came to speak with me. And I have never seen a member of the Lord of the Hunt's coterie whose visage resembles yours. Ah, of course. I should not have assumed. I have had the great privilege to speak with thousands of our kind during my long life. And you do not resemble a single one of them. But if not Galawain, I cannot imagine who else among the Pantheon might have blessed you. My relationship with my lord has oftentimes been the one succor through difficult seasons of my life. I hope that when you find your patron, it is the same for you. May I ask, as a god's child, did your earthly parents love you? Yes, as it was with me. There are many theories, which the holy and learned of Eora have only just begun to argue. But you did not ask me for theories. Frankly, I do not know for certain. However, I believe the gods are preparing for war. A war of all against all. A struggle between destiny and design. Who yokes the soul of the world? Whose machinations turn the wheel? Who acts and whom is acted upon? That is the ultimate power, brother. The only power there is to decide the fate of another and to make it so. For so long as we have lived, it is the gods who have decided for us. But change is possible, if we are brave enough to want it. And Kith have lately grown very brave indeed. Indeed, my soul has dwelled in this form for centuries, beyond even the lifespan of the longest-lived elf. My lord Eothas inspired my birth in the same year the kingdom of Adir was founded. You might say my birth heralded the empire you now serve. Many, yes. Some that inspired awe, others dread. For a time, I proselytized among the colonists who first settled Glanfath. I held the door of my parish church against an onslaught of Glanfathan raiders, and I watched them fall prostrate before my light. I tended the wounded in the Broken Stone War, the War of Black Trees, the War of Defiance, and in many wars that were never given the dignity of a name, and since have been forgotten. I can hardly recall them anymore. The Deerwood has been a troubled place since the very moment of its inception. Conflicts erupted as regularly as spring flowers, to bloom and die as swiftly. So, there is always some dark corner in need of light, if you'll indulge me in the metaphor. Truthfully, I had been jailed for proselytizing in Colklin, and it was to the colonies I was exiled. So it was the Deerwood or death. I had nowhere else to go. Is that what they're calling him now? I heard the man that was Widewind speak when he was but a farmer. He had a presence even then, furious, incandescent. It was astonishing, his power. I wonder, had my lord already made a home in his body by then? Did my lord share with Widewind his plans to wage a pointless, bloody war while wearing the poor man's face? What a grave injustice. To have your body stolen and be made into a saint. Tragic Widewind. Pitiable Widewind. I grieve for what became of him. God help me. I do. About 630, yes. Give or take a decade. One does lose count. That is a question for my lord. I have asked him many times, but even when he spoke to me, he would not say. I suspect it is his essence that has kept me alive, and now that he has abandoned this world, well, I soon expect to die. In prayer, in dreams, as I ate and loved and labored, his voice was a constant murmuring in my ear. But when I spoke to him, he never did reply. So, do not mistake his talking for a conversation. He only wanted to be heard. Not anymore. Because you are my brother, and I want someone to know. I suppose it's not impossible, but the gods typically make themselves known to us in our earliest days, before we have left the comfort of the womb. They are present in our hearts and mind before, well, before we even have a notion of I at all. I am sorry. Yours is an unusual case. Tell me, this voice in your head, do you want it to be your god? I am afraid that not even your god may tell you that. Answering that question is the soul's true purpose. It is the work of your life. And I suspect neither you nor I will ever know for certain. We can only remain open to curiosity and willing to be surprised. Other than a symptom of madness, you mean? You do not seem especially troubled. No more than any kith subject to life's uncertainties. As to what the voice is, if it is unlikely to be a god, I cannot say. It may be a particularly powerful soul attempting to control you, or the echoes of a past life. Perhaps it is the sending of an archmage, or some ancient construct of Engwithan make. Or it may just be the beginnings of the Dream Scourge. Whatever this voice is, I suspect only an expert in souls can say. An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
An expedition? You know, treasure maps, matching outfits, campfire songs, the works.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Eothas we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here? It's a reasonable question, I'll grant you. You must understand, this place has seen so few visitors for so long that I often retreat into my private quarters. To read, you understand, or pray, or sleep. Age has made me slow. I tire easily. I sleep now more hours than I wake. They could have already come and gone, and I would be none the wiser. In any case, you haven't told me what it was they searched for. Or do you not know? Ah, the splinter of Eothas. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss. The splinter of Eothas is a sliver of shinbone from my lord's titan body. It was carved from his skeleton many centuries ago. Yet long after the gods left this mortal world to claim their dominion in the beyond, the splinter is infused with the very essence of my lord's power. To illuminate without fire, to heal without injury, and to speak without voice. It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed, myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
If you're about to ask us to tidy up, think again. My place is a much bigger mess.
Oh no. I had something far grander in mind. You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Eothas in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way. I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, brother. Leave those be. They protect my devices. Careful, please. Don't touch the generators!
And roll!
Stop! You'll damage my statue!
One for you! Wake up, Envoy. Coming from your right. Not looking so good.
The bridge is out, but that looks like the way to the relic. This reminds me of the Strangle route. But how is anything this big growing all the way down here? Just like the good old days. Ready, aim.
Here it comes.
6 years in Onshore, and I never knew something this big was under our feet the whole time. Dream Scourge ahead. I hate to get the region all the way down here.
Nice shot!
Eckworth and Roth!
A pulse beating out of time. Should it be disturbed?
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and the invading roots, this place would be kinda nice.
Let me catch my breath.
And Roth!
Good eyes. There's the relic. It can't be as easy as just grabbing. There must be something. Right behind you. No one said anything about time races.
False idol. It waits.
Something's moving in the main chamber.
Show me what you... Next one's mine. Okay.
That earthquake left. Well, better a flood than a cave-in. Something's not right here. Take a look around. Well, we found the expedition. Looks like they've only been dead a few hours. But how did they get in here? They can't have come the same way we did. We swam here. What's stranger is there's not a scratch on them. No sign of what killed them. It's like every member of the expedition team just collapsed. I've heard of those, but I've never seen one. They're suits of armor brought to life by bound souls, right? The Oracle couldn't have put the expedition's souls in the statue of Eothas, right? There's still a lot of debate over what even happened at Ukaizo. Perhaps the Oracle knows the truth, or perhaps he's just as lost as we are. Eothas is a dangerous god associated with Eora's bloodiest wars, and he recently killed thousands of people in Deadfire. Now, we have a piece of him, and we're about to face a maniac who wants it desperately. Tread carefully.
Why has he come here? Why does he build the idol in this place? Even the flood could not stop him. Fealty or sickness?
I don't know what this guy's capable of, but I've got your back.
There you are. I worried for you when the earth shook.
Lies like wasps.
You have been gone some time. Do you carry the splinter of Eothas? Ah, I did not expect you to be so thorough in your explorations. Nevertheless, I am impressed. As to whether I killed them, well, that is a matter of semantics. Does death occur the moment the heart ceases beating, or when the soul is broken upon the wheel? In one sense, then they are quite dead. In another, they remain very much alive. In either case, they have entered a state of change, and the impetus was mine. If one were to take your narrow-minded view, and the expedition had encountered the wheel, then yes, they would be dead. But their souls are not bound for the wheel. You see, I have given them the opportunity to be part of something larger than themselves. Their essence is held safe within my devices, and with your help, I shall give them a new commission. To prosecute the redemption of a god. Do you carry the relic I asked you to collect? Excellent. The relic you have retrieved was stolen from Eothas' body. He is bound to it, or it to him. And before the events at Ukaizo, he would speak to me through it. He speaks to me no longer, but I believe he resonates with the splinter yet, as I do. If I am correct, when it is placed in the statue, the magnifying power of the Ardra will draw him into it, and he will be trapped. Locked into the reliquary with a chorus of furious souls acting as his conscience. He will finally begin the work of making right all the wrong he has done. All that is left is for you to place the splinter into the statue's chest. Will you do it? I cannot say. But when I return to the wheel, I pray I do not see Eothas there, for it will mean that I have failed. You see, my brother, you must understand. I am willing to endure a life of greatest loneliness, so that he may repent.
Look, I'm all for second chances, but restoring the god who started the Saints' War and left a trail of corpses and deadfire? Even I can see that's a bad idea. And I can't imagine a worse fate than spending an eternity as one of those poor souls stuck with him. I've heard I can change him before.
Eothas is weak, if he persists at all. He expended tremendous soul energy manifesting in the body of Moros Nua and marching it across the Deadfire. By the time he reached Ukaizo, he was spent and used the very last of his power to destroy the wheel. The god that is left is but a wisp of purpose, floating through the beyond. It is that wisp I will capture. Thank you. Once you have placed the splinter into the statue, power my devices just over there. Together, we will observe the results. Climb up the scaffolding there and place the relic in the statue. There we are. Now, fill the statue with essence. Do me the honor of pulling the lever, just there. And my lord will return to face justice. Any moment now. My god Eothas, are you there? No! It's not working! Something is wrong. My lord Eothas has not returned. Something is missing from my design. Something I did not account for. It must be the chime. Without its ringing, he cannot hear the statue's call. My brother, will you join my holy work and lend your chime to the cause? I wish to remove your soul from your body, and through the power of animancy, place it in my statue, where it will bask for all eternity in the obliterating light of my lord. You understand this will be fatal to your mortal frame? You will die forever.
What are you doing? This is a ploy, right? Blink twice if you want me to shank him while his back's turned.
They don't understand the bond between the gods and their children. They don't understand the glory that awaits you.
Come on, we can run for it. He's hundreds of years old. He can't be that fast.
They are frightened. But you are steadfast. If you are the person I believe you to be, go. Stand upon the dais and prepare to meet my god. Day comes soon. Prepare for the dawn. Nothing is hidden from our reach.
Come on. You don't have to do this.
Hold still now. You are about to be part of something in... Stand beneath my machinery, if you... Day comes soon. Prepare. There we are. Now, fill the statue with essence. Do me the honor of pulling the lever, just there. And my lord will return to face justice. Any moment now. My god Eothas, are you there? No! It's not working! Something is wrong. My lord Eothas has not returned. Something is missing from my design. Something I did not account for. It must be the chime. Without its ringing, he cannot hear the statue's call. My brother, will you join my holy work and lend your chime to the cause? No. This statue, its purpose, It has been the sole focus of my every waking moment from the instant Eothas left the world. The elaborate construction you see around us was not my original intent. It came with time. All the result of many tests, and many failures. Precisely. It seemed I was always a hair's breadth from success. Iron, blood, oil, Ardra, essence. Now, the relic. The very body of a god. You see, there is always another parameter to adjust. But I believe success is near at hand. And you, rare and perfect you will be my last. You cannot ask me that. If you knew all that I have done, how arduously I have labored. No! I would sooner give my soul over to Remagant and let it be trampled beneath his hooves for all eternity. That can't be true. Nothing I have read in my studies has said anything of the sort. No. You have beheld my statue. You have carried the splinter of Eothas. You witnessed my power and the power of my lord. My brother, please. Why do you lie to me? But then, why did he leave? Why did he leave without me? What did I do wrong? Why does he not love me? Oh my God, what do I do now? I have much to consider. Excuse me. I must pray.
Hear us. Follow us. We would speak to you.
I've always believed in second chances, but I've never seen a change of heart like that. I guess your Emperor really did send someone special.
I must pray.
It wakes. A host. Form-given life. One day when we are free, we could return here, dwell in this body, feel the earth again. But it is a sprout. Fragile. It must sleep here undisturbed. A secret you could keep. Tell us, will you give us this gift? We are not sure. Could we touch the world? Walk in the ocean? Sift our fingers through sand? A shard of Ardra tethers it to us. Yet it is weak. A quagmire of essence occludes its veins. If we had time to tend it, perhaps we could find a way. This prison holds us, silences us. The years fade like leaves. We have no memory of summer, warm fire, soothing rain. We could walk gently in this body, tend, grow, learn anew. But we must claim it. A vessel to hold us. We will remember this. The Adra strains. It aches, a choking barricade of souls. Essence like mud, we cannot swim here. It must be flushed out. Free this obstruction. Then, when our prison bars fall, we will see.
Hey, Envoy. Back with us?
New earth to till, new flower. We rest now. We must consider this.
Isaksabu!
Ah, it's you. I have prayed over what you said, that I should counsel the people of the living lands through this season of uncertainty. I will do it. And I will pursue it with the fullness of my attention through the last of my days. Before I leave this place, I was hoping you might tell me, what became of my statue? Oh, I hope you know what you are doing. I have to believe that is for the best. Thank you for releasing me from this burden. For the first time in decades, I feel light. I hope we will meet again, my friend. If not in this life, then the next. I fear you have a long and difficult journey ahead, Envoy of Adir. I leave you with my blade. I do not need it any longer.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to see Paradise. We make a good squad.
This one's mine. Right flank. Let's see what you got.
Isok-san!
A lot of explorers end up dead here. But, hey, they're not